Welcome back everyone to another episode of Let's Play Let It Die. And on our previous episode we had reached floor 6. We spent most of the episode preparing to start our climb, which mainly is making sure you've got enough weapons, armor and healing items on you to get any kind of distance without getting your ass kicked. And what I just did in the intro there was a taunt. If you press L1 and R1 at the same time, your fighter does a taunt. Now taunts vary, and I'm not even sure what it depends on. If it's it either depends on the look, the fighter appearance that you chose at the start, or it depends on your class. One of these two factors influence the type of taunts that you do. It may be class. So this is a collector. It's possible that all collectors will do this taunt. Not 100% on it. I'd have to check it. Here we go. Into the unknown. Floor 6, which we haven't explored yet. Now the higher floors you go, the higher level the enemies will be, making for a more challenging experience. So we've got the parry move with the iron. So we can have the iron in our left hand to parry every attack. And we'll be indestructible. Just about indestructible. Oh. Swap weapons. Well, clumsy me. Stop killing me, you. Go use a healing item. The heart shrooms. The heart shrooms are a decent healing item, which can be found quite regularly. Go ahead and get some red hot iron experience. Of course, when I say experience for weapons, it means mastery, but I may just go ahead and call weapon mastery experience, because yeah, the weapons are leveling up. Seems aware of something, but not us. Boom. Stompy stompy. Iron scraps, go ahead and pick that up. Mocha Megumi. I'm not sure, but it is quite possible that this is an iron only floor. Another one. Get some quest progress on that one. So, may not have shown this off, but when you go into your pause menu, the death bag, the first thing you see is your entire inventory. If you go R1, press R1, you go and you look at the equipment menu for all equipped equipment. Now this can come in handy to check on the strength of all the items you've got equipped, and to rearrange which arm is holding which equipment. So I've equipped the metal bat on the left arm, but I actually want it moved to the right. So if I select the metal bat, I can see it's installed in slot 3 now, and you can tell because it's a grayed out slot. So I can put it anywhere. It won't let me go to the left because it's coming from that slot, but I can swap it out for any other weapon slot. And I'll also show on the left which item is equipped in that slot. So the red hot iron would be equipped slot 2. Slot 1 is the iron hammer. Slot 1 on our right hand is the buzzsaw. And then we've got unarmed and unarmed to call it fist weapon. Also at the very bottom of your weapon icon you can see a little fist with the level of the weapon mastery next to it. So you can see how well you're doing on leveling up those weapons in their mastery. So I'll go ahead and equip the metal bat in the right hand. Ready to take on this hunter. Is it a hunter? No, it's a hater. It's a haterfied hater. It's a player hater from California. Hello. I see your problem and why you probably died on this floor. You're naked. So you've got no armor protecting you. You've got no parry shield, mate. Where's your red hot iron? Okay, a doom shroom. I don't know if we found any of those yet, but that's an interesting type of mushroom. It's one of the dangerous ones that you don't want to be eating. Now, all of the dangerous mushrooms, I don't know if you can tell, I'm gonna try and get the... Yeah, that's okay. Well, you can tell if a mushroom is healthy for you or dangerous. The healthy mushrooms will have a grey background, and the dangerous mushrooms will have a purple or red background, I believe. But these all have a purple background, meaning they are dangerous, don't eat. They're usually meant to be thrown at enemies. So I'll go ahead and throw this one. Boom. Creates a poison cloud. So he's in a nasty situation. Usually I save those aggressive, dangerous mushrooms for the enemy hater. Blueprint? No? Blueprint? Ooh, new blueprint. Nice. I wonder what that is. I hope it's something we need. And we find... What is this? Tales from the Barbs, page 4. So I'm sure last episode we found page 3. So let's give this one a look. Page 4, starting to learn more about Max's story. Quite a gruesome one. I think I'll read them all in one go once we find every single page. So, the two-faced man. Max led a dual existence. By day he was the owner of a DIY store, but by night he was the merchant of death, selling DoD arms brand modded weapons to all and sundry. There wasn't a single soul in the underworld who didn't know his name. Max would have gone on making a killing like this until a brawl in a bar changed his life forever. One evening at his usual bar, some youths picked a fight with him. At first he ignored them, but then... To be continued. Picture book, our collections, our mushroom collection. We found the Doom Shroom, which doesn't seem to deal more damage, but it lasts longer when cooked. And yeah, that's all we found for mushrooms. The beasts, we found the scorpion, which restores HP medium when raw, and when cooked also restores HP medium, compared to the mouse's smalls restore HP and the rat's medium and medium. So different types of beasts will restore more health. I believe the scorpion is the best healing we can get so far. Decals, not gonna bother looking at every new decal. Maybe we will at some point. Might make an episode about it. Well, let's continue. Go check out all our weapons. There's a little E icon at the top right of the weapon icon. That means you've got that weapon equipped somewhere, that weapon or armor. So if there's not an E, it means we haven't equipped it yet. So I'll go ahead and equip that. Now that's an annoying, I wouldn't call it a bug, but you can ruin gore-tastic attacks by knocking enemies off a ledge. So if you groggy an enemy, pardon me, if you groggy an enemy and then you knock them off a ledge, the fall will kind of reset their situation, and they will no longer be groggy. I believe this works on you as well. If you get stunned or groggied, I believe the way you can get out of it is by quickly rotating the left and right analog sticks as fast as you can. That way you can get out of groggy. Especially groggy is a condition you want to get out of as quick as possible. I don't know if the screamers capitalize on groggy, but the enemy haters will definitely come up to you and one-shot you as quick as they can when they see you groggy. Picking up all the treasure chests, trying to get new blueprints. No one here. No treasure. Here's a treasure chest. Okay, we found the escalator for permanent progress. Checkpoints. Bonfire. Respite. Go ahead and activate you. Always have to do that. Phew. Bonk. Okay, so we'll choose which weapon we want to experience with. I'll go for the sword. I'll finish him off with the sword. It's always a good idea to have a variety of different weapons on hand to finish enemies off with. Gain mastery. Another iron. Make use of the spacing for counter-attacking. What have we here? Yep, we're still in yesterday's floor rotation. So that's another floor we haven't even discovered yet. I could check it out. When you map floors, when you go and discover floors that are grayed out, they're permanently colored in. They're permanently discovered. So another form of permanent progress in the game is going to every available floor, just so you know what the situation is there. If there are locked gates, where those floors may lead to other floors. So you'll want to explore and find every floor. That's definitely a good way of gaining some permanent progress. Also, you may have quests leading to these specific floors, or they may be good farming floors for certain materials. You unlock all the floors when you can. And that's right, we do have a couple of new mails that I forgot to check at the start of the episode. Let's quickly look at them now. Uncle Def. So, what we got? More fighters for sale. Dear Senpai, it's me. More fighters have been added to the fighter depot. Why not head over there and take a look? That's all. See ya. And then about boss switches. Dear Senpai, it's me. Now, this is just my prediction, but the King of Terror will soon come from the skies. Well, guess I'm just saying a boss battle is on the cards. Sorry. There's a switch on the floor on which the boss awaits. Once you press it, the boss will appear, so there's no turning back. Tense stuff, huh? Well, this is you we're talking about, so I'm sure you'll be fine. I'll be cheering you on. Well, later. Okay, about boss switches. So note that it says boss and not mid-boss. So there's a difference between large enemy types in Let It Die, and that difference is some of them are mass-produced mid-bosses, which will be recurring large enemies in the game, and others are actually called bosses, and those are the main bosses of the game. Now this mail confused the heck out of me first time I read it, because he's talking about flying enemies swooping in. Very deceptive sometimes, very deceptive. Blonk, blonk, blam. Get some iron mastery. Take your face off. Don't mind me. It was pretty awesome. Ah, no. Shredding my armor. How rude. Okie dokie. So we have a new blueprint, we've got a couple of resources, we spent a couple of items. We're not in the ideal situation we could be in. Hello? Interrupting me while I'm speaking. So rude. Take your face off. How do you like them apples? Okay, so we'll be heading back to the waiting room, getting completely set up for the upcoming boss, because this floor contains a boss, and I'd like to go and slay it. What do I say, boss? Mid-boss? It's a mid-boss. Now you'll notice there's some red locks that are blocking us from progress. Those should unlock after we defeat this mid-boss. Here we go. Think I'll store a couple of these handy CC items for crowd control. Okay, so now we've reached the bottom of the tower. The floors have finally shuffled, as you can see. So the guaranteed Gerro-Gerro store is now gone. Going to store the resources I found. An attack shroom, no, not sure. Gonna get rid of the fluffy fungus. A fungus. Should be fine. Got our login bonus, isn't it? Oh no, this is the reward for getting 5 stamps, which is a death medal from Uncle Death. Not going to be picking that up yet. Check out the blueprint.
Huh? You've got something nice there, ain't you?
Hey, red hot iron.
A masterpiece has been born.
Masterpiece has been born. And I can upgrade the heavy hitter head one more time. That'll probably be the last time we can upgrade that. For now, I can make the red hot iron. We'll go ahead and do that. Be a handy one to have. Don't know how far I'll upgrade it, but we'll see. Might be our parry tool. I'll purchase. First, I'll sell some armor. Okay, I'll sell that. Yep. And that'll do for now. Gonna iron out the inventory. I'll do that again in a minute. Now we'll purchase our best gear. We'll get the the DIY attack pants, the DIY attack coat plus, and the heavy hitter head. Plus 3. Also, we'll get a metal bat A. Oh, there's lag. Something's completing.
This is a masterpiece.
Okay, that's it. And the red hot irons become available for purchase. Seems like a strong weapon. And okay, so we're purchasing the metal bat A, also the metal bat normal, and that's all our kill coins spent. We've got a ton of resources available, we've got a ton of things at our disposal, we've got a fully healthy set of gear, including weapons and armor. So I'll unequip the Bustle Knuckles. It's starting to look like it's going to be next episode for taking on the boss, but we seem to be fully prepared to take on the challenge. Now, I've got some time left, so might as well look for some more healing items. Got the metal bats. I'll not equip the strong metal bats, I'll use those for the boss. Go ahead and equip the bustle, the weaker metal bats, and I'm actually going to unequip the armor so we don't take any damage to that armor. Want to keep it fully healthy when going up against the boss. So armor durability damage happens when you take damage from enemies while wearing the armor. So if you want to safeguard a piece of armor from breaking, you can just unequip it, and then that armor will just stay safe in your death bag. So what could we possibly need to take on the next challenge? We've got increased attack with the crush shroom, we've got a grilled tough shroom. I've spent all of my kill coins. What we could do is we could go up to one of the higher floors we've reached. Just gonna check my armor available. I think I'll take out the attack coat plus and the DIY attack head, and I'll equip those now because those are allowed to take damage. I'm not going to be using these two against the boss. I'll be using this armor. In fact, might as well go and store that so we don't use that. Get that all stored up, ready to use against the boss. And as well as the grilled attack and defense room. Okay, so we're set up now to go to the high floor. Definitely want some armor and some usable weapons to go there. But our main items we're going to use against the boss have been put in the bank for safekeeping. So we'll go back to the top floor we've reached, Mokomagome, and clear it out a bit in search for new blueprints, but also mushrooms that might come in handy against the boss, and beasts. Beasts that we can cook, and will also be handy against the boss. Come to think of it, I have to get hold of a fireworks launcher. Let's hope we find some screamers wielding fireworks launchers sometime soon. Okay, so that looks like a downward escalator, so I'm not going to go that way. Haha! My arch nemesis. Fireworks? No, you're not using fireworks. Oh well. If I don't find an enemy using fireworks launcher, I'll definitely have to show that up next episode. Plonk. Please refrain from kicking my ass. No blueprints here. Iron scraps. Not even sure if we need those. I'm just gonna refrain from picking those up. Don't see any point in it. They're easy resources to find anyway. There's iron everywhere. Hello, where are you going? Where are you going? Wow, you just powered through that attack. Some weapon types in the game can attack while taking damage, while taking hits. There we go. That's an offensive mushroom. That might come in handy against the mid-boss we're going up against soon. Nothing here. Did I even craft the fireworks launcher yet? I don't think I... Oh, hello. Would you be so kind as to drop your weapon for me, please? Oops. Actually, just die. I'll give me your weapon. No? How rude. Ah, but he does drop a crush room for increased attack. Red hot iron. Don't need that. Might as well pick this up. Yeah, there's an important use for the fireworks launcher that I'd like to show off sometime soon. Would you drop it for me? Thank you, muchly. Okay, so we've got the fireworks launcher. I should... Oh, hold on, don't fall in there. I should try and get that available from the store anyway, just for its usefulness. Especially early game. Okay. The scorpion. The frog. Go ahead and... Scorpions are good healing, but they're also good damage. So I'm gonna take this one out and take his damage increasing mushroom. Alright, still looking for my target. Nowhere in sight, it seems. Another blueprint. Awesome. And a boom shroom. That's that quest complete. Excuse me. Oh, you're ruining my plans. One moment. Well, I'm at the end of my recording rope, so I'll see you guys in the next episode.